Good morning. Today's topic is a very special one to me. My spiritual teacher, Norman Paulson, he inspired me by his example in creating and illustrating for me how a person goes about co-creating with Divine Spirit. The quote by Yogananda that's underneath our topic talks about a personal relationship with Spirit, which drives a wonderful manifestation of inspiration, and it attracts to him all the things that he needs in his life going forward to accomplish his mission here on this beautiful garden world. When Norm was alive, he was a very gifted brick and stone mason. He learned his craft from a fellow in the desert, and one day he went to the local drugstore, and there was a man in there that wanted a brick fireplace done out of stone. Is there anyone here that can build a fireplace out of stone? Norm's friend basically pointed to Norm, and Norm's never built a fireplace before. And he got himself into something. Anyway, I'd like to read an excerpt from this particular part of Norm's book, Life, Love, God. I began to work on the fireplace with a silent prayer. I felt an unseen presence move within me, demanding the use of my hands. Mentally, I moved over and watched my hands go to work independently, to my astonishment. I could hardly keep up with the movements. My hands knew exactly what to do. So that was how Norm built his fireplace. Unfortunately, when he went to light a fire in it, smoke blew all out into the building. Then he realized that he needed to put a roof on it, on the house, so that the draft would blow out through the chimney. There's a quote, a Zen quote, which I really love. It's called, it says, "Chop wood, carry water, Satori." Chop wood, carry water. And I've been pondering what that means. When Norm or Yogananda had their wonderful experiences of illumination, well, Norm talks about his experience and how it was just a beginning. Before the illumination, Norm was doing odd jobs around Mount Washington. Was a carpenter, learned stuccoing, brick masonry. After his illumination, Norm was in the desert doing brick masonry, eventually building the Goleta drive-in concession stand. So what do we get from all this this over perspective of our work? I think for myself, I've had some experiences of a hidden force or an unseen force working within me. And at this point, we have to kind of watch and preface what we mean by an unseen force, because it has so much to do with our intention. When we create works that are uplifting and beautiful, inspiring, when we care for the earth, when we speak inspiring words to people, when we help heal others, we may not know how to go about all these things. Our mind may not be acute enough, but in the action of doing positive things, we receive what I call divine direction. And that direction could come really in a dramatic sense, like Norm with his hands moving without his knowledge or his control. Or it could be subtle things, like I was drawing a mandala in a class, and my mind was struggling how to put all this together. And I just relaxed, and my hand created this beautiful, it was like a timeless moment. My hand created this beautiful mandala, which now dons the cover of some of Norm's CDs. For me, the most important thing to be able to be receptive to the positive energy and directive energy of Spirit is through meditation. When we calm our minds and still our breath, we can open up to divine direction. And in that silent place, we can hear our beloved Mother and Father talk to us, sometimes in a loud voice, sometimes in a subtle touch on the shoulder, but it's all Spirit. The more we meditate and live a virtuous life, the more our actions become ones of care, of healing for ourselves, for others, the more we are guided by Divine Mother and Father. So in the next few minutes, I'd like to have us calm our minds and close your eyes. And we can open up to that divine energy and receive direction in our lives. I'd like to say a little prayer before we go into the silent part. You can repeat after me mentally, or you can repeat. O Mother and Father, we love you so much. May our hands be your hands. May our heart be your heart. May our minds be an instrument through which you can work to create beauty, to create harmony, to create healing on this garden world. I thank you very much, Divine Spirit, for being with us. And I hope all of you out there in your homes can join us here sometime, at some point, where we can be together again and spin this wonderful energy that we've created here on this beautiful sanctuary. This place is your place, and it's Divine Spirit's place to work through us and to create a healing atmosphere. So come and join us when it's open, when we have the time and the place. I'd like to end my service with a quote from Norm's book. It's the very first chapter, and it says the purpose of why a divine soul, an illumined soul, incarnates into this body at this time. It shows and encapsulates all Spirit's direction to work with us to make this world a garden again. O bright blue pearl of Mother Earth, we hear, we know, we come. Thy call of anguish penetrates the stars. From space, the sphere of thee doth fill our vision up. O Mother's watery world of life, we come to help support you. Amen.
And the one you long for is on the way. And the one you long for is on the way. Prepare your earth, keep watch your sky. It's a cloud by day, it's a star by night. Heaven is on the way. 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 It'll come to us in a flash of fire and settle in like gentle rain, and finer still, a soothing mist of understanding and sacredness, illumination. I knew you'd come. Heaven is on the way. 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 Oh, when you sight the pole star that guides your life, and you live your days to exemplify and demonstrate the life to be. Heaven is all we'll see. 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 Oh, through my open door, another sky and another shore, and walking there is running free, and running there is flying. Heaven is on the wing. 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 And the one you long for is on the way. And the one you long for is on the way. Prepare your earth, keep watch your sky. It's a cloud by day, it's a star by